of like minutes right now. Strange. Hopefully you guys can hear me. There are some very interesting transits. I don't have my headphones in right now, so I hope you guys can catch here. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry, today. Very strange what's going on here. Anyways, so yeah, there are many transits here going on right now. There's a lot of shifts. Yeah, throat chakra, let's clear it. There's something that, you know, we're definitely coming into. Okay, owning more openly as a conversation. Things that maybe were sort of more latent, okay? Things that were like passions, let's say, more, I'm getting throat chakra, wow, even ethereally, okay? We are going to be sort of accessing more openly, this is what I'm hearing. And it's fucking weird, because, you guys, excuse my French, so early morning, Baldo. Yesterday, okay, when we did the live, we were doing the live channeling literally in front of Ralph Lauren's store. That was at a certain point. That was very significant. I kind of noted that in the background. I mean, I'm like watching the playback. Is this dude literally straight up filming? Okay. Nigel at the sidewalk. Like, is he even filming? Maybe he's doing his construction? No, he's definitely filming something. He's got it angled to the wall, though. Okay, so it's all good. We're gonna continue on our way. Yeah, okay, let's just keep going, guys. Yeah, so, in other words, like, okay, but I'm seeing that you're getting on your path. I'm hearing that as well. Like, realizing more what is like for you. I'm hearing that. But that's so funny because, no, it's so funny because I was noting that yesterday when we ended our channeling, and that's, yeah, so very interesting things actually kind of so-called went down right after that video, right around that area, and I know that it's, these reptilians, you guys, first of all, I will say that they're definitely aware of us. They are very, and like I said yesterday's live chat, whew, they're, oh boy, it's becoming, you know, it's to the point where, how do we say, like, there's no undercover anymore. It's no more undercover. It's getting where the reptilian, where the entity frequency is still, it's a dying breed, guys, we said this, where it's still lingering, hanging on, okay, it is literally just hanging by a little thread, okay, and that makes it more obvious. And it's like when you're hungry, what are you gonna do, you know? I mean, it's kind of like that. You're gonna start to, you know, kind of like communicate. That is what I'm hearing, actually. So they're communicating in a way like openly, clearly, like that they need to repopulate, but no, you need to ascend. That's why you're here right now. Yeah, and that's why you are here right now as well. And we're talking to the entity frequency reptilian force. So meaning that it's time for that frequency to ascend. And whoever keeps holding on, I mean, it's very silly at this point. Yeah, right. Some people know that the frequency is no longer relevant. Truly. Thank you. Like it has, it's just, yeah, it really has no place anymore, guys. It's kind of the vibe. Another relationship. And so it's kind of like holding on to a tool that will not be serving me, really. Okay, yeah. And those who are holding on to it, it's gonna get heavier and heavier. And because it's the currency, guys. And how to describe this? Okay, like what I'm seeing as a vision, spirit is sort of like showing me that we have, as frequencies, we hold certain, but at certain frequencies hold a certain weight in terms of how that helps you ascend further. It's time to short this talk of Reptilian, in other words, because it's like you're not going to be able to do much of that over time, if that makes sense. So, but like those are gonna, it may be a metaphor, guys, as well. In addition, obviously, as opposed to below, everything is sort of in waves. But I feel like people hold this nostalgia at times with what they know is not right for them ultimately. But the challenge here is not in the theoreticizing of that space, it's of the actuality. And the reality is very brutal, and it's getting very brutally honest, okay? And it's becoming a harsh reality to operate in the shadow on Earth right now. So either you shift or you're going down. And I'm hearing it like this, and I hate to be so upfront, but yeah. And so it was very interesting. The point of this kind of is in saying that. And they like to frame. So, but anyways, this is Spirit wants that again. And so one way that a tactic of theirs is that and I'm interestingly observing more of this traveling here. Let's clear it traveling, and we'll talk more once it is that I return to preserve location and whatnot. Because these trolls are trying to understand my location by sending me emails, and when I open the email, then they check to see where I'm at. This is getting ridiculous, and you need to step back, and you're going straight to spam, and I'm deleting everything. I'm not opening your little email with your little, okay, stalker hackware. So let's clear the energy. Now, it's very interesting. So what I noted, let's clear it, is that in having come here, is that they are picking up on our signature. Okay, so, yes. And I noticed this. See, because when we are in, let's say, a space, right, as light workers doing light work, so I kind of noticed that when you move out of a certain grid, you've sort of, so-called built momentum with, as a light worker, doing your grid work, clearing the denser frequencies related to historical prejudices. Now, the one thing here that I am picking up on is that there's this sort of, I am picking up on a weird energy, and again, we'll talk about this. I feel Spirit wants to hold off on this message, so we will hold off and we'll do another video. But anyways, and let's so now, but what I'm picking up on is specifically that we build a certain energy signature in our grid. And so yesterday and wherever else, it's like they so-called realize we're on their turf, which tells me that this place is pretty dense, which reminds me of when I originally came to Washington DC, and it was like very sticky. Like it was very sticky. I could not even walk through certain streets because the energy was so incredibly dense. But this is not a testament. Okay, but always teach nutrition. Thank you so much, Christina. That's so kind. Aw, you can track. That's really sweet, guys. Yeah, we are very close. 70K. The number 7 has been pretty prominent. I just noticed his sandals are very small on his feet, and his foot is hanging off the back. It's fun. Sometimes you realize something about another person as well, and they don't want to see it yet. So-called, this is a message. Let's clear it. Like they're not willing to see it. I'm hearing that now. This is a maybe general message. Let's clear it. Even in a whole community, a whole city. Like, okay. Like, and I personally have had this recognition. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this more so and like more deeply in another Astro Chat, because there's just so much. I don't know why I was focusing on that, but yeah, his handle was way too small. Like his heel was practically practically doing a few touchdowns. Okay. What the? So now, sometimes it's a moment, okay, where you are observing something from another perspective, and I have to be really honest, guys. Like, where I'm at right now, like, I want to give you my live thoughts, okay? But then I want to really, because I don't want to go too much into location, but it is kind of like very, very, very neat. It's time for an upgrade, is what. Yeah, they're gonna like flip flop. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You know, it's like, I guess the equivalent of like your toes hanging off, but it was the heel, so it could be. It's weird around that one. You guys can hear the music? I totally forgot my headphones. Is that right? So yeah, yeah. So there is a moment, guys, where and it's funny because like honestly, yeah. So you guys remember when we were doing the Astro Chat yesterday, right? On a very particular part of the street, we were doing a few rounds, and you guys could hear it. It's a whole vibe. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, it's there around. So yeah, am I really loud right now? I mean, it's not like really. It's not really a library of sorts, but I just don't. People seem to have that gun right there, sitting right there, just like an older. Who was the guy I wanted action? Not Harry Stout, not Liam Payne. Who is it? It's kind of mousy looking. It's very London. Anyways.
Thank you.
Lisa wants the interactive. Anyways. Yeah, so look, kind of, it's a Twilight Zone. It's definitely an interdimensional vibe. Now, for some, you guys, I'm getting that there is this shifting. There is so much right now. Like, but it's weird because I feel like I am literally time traveling, like into another ride, and I feel like that. If this coming year reminded me a lot of when I first went to DC, and. Is that a synth? Heavy on the synth. Yeah, so, but yeah, in this syndicated reality, guys, furthermore, we are definitely making a lot of transitions and changes, transferring over, and, you know, let's go, I really feel, like, I will tell you, number one, I do feel that there is, like, a prejudice energy here, but furthermore, and again, we'll talk more about that, but I am also getting, okay, that's on an energy plane as well, because everyone, like, I'm getting, it's certain people. So you guys remember we're talking about the Reptilians and how they make eye contact? I saw people, like, multiple times, like, they're, as if they're practically saying, like, here, you know, like, we see you on our, it feels very tribal and strange. I have to be really honest with this, but. Michelle. You guys like the interior design? It looks so random. But yeah, so I definitely feel like Spirit has put me in this spot, like, for a reason at this particular time, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of really strange looks and vibes, and that's okay. Yeah, but anyway, yesterday, at that very spot, you guys remember talking about the toxic masculinity? So, So, all like, yeah, let's clear it. It was moments after that. Like, it's like someone came along and was just like, I really want to channel into this, but I feel like Spirit wants me to wait, so maybe I'll wait. I don't know, this song goes to you. Yeah. Like, it's a harsh energy. It's not like super, yeah, which is interesting because it gives more context to where I've been and the process of labor, like the actual process, because you know, once we get into that grid simulation, you know, we really sort of get comfortable with going through a chakra. Yeah, and so it's like I feel like coming here, like, yeah, it's definitely, but they don't like it. It's like when the doctor has arrived. It's like they're gonna give you some news about your health, and it's like, have you been eating donuts? It's like, why are you like here right now? It's like, because we gotta talk about your health, you know. And this is the vibe I'm picking up on. Is like they inherently are feeling like they, yeah. So, but this is more of a 4D conversation. Someone commented yesterday on the video, and I think that's really spot on. Oh, I don't know if it was in the comments or actually if it was in the chat, but I was watching it over. It was one of the two. So, but please feel free to share, you guys, like, if you feel like there is some sort of controversial energy that you guys are moving through right now, in any capacity. And for me personally, it's involving, like, actually moving to a new location and, like, you know, and other things. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's like, it's all good, you know? Yeah, it's like, this is necessary, so, yeah, it's just about being in your power zone. But I do feel, yeah, we'll get more into this, so, but yeah, guys, we'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for your patience as well. Those of you who have ordered private services, I wanted to mention this yesterday, totally forgot on the live yesterday. If you are still pending, Spirit wants more time, so we'll, yeah, wanted, yeah, so we'll see. It's really not up to me, right? Guys, yeah, to be in the flow state, of course, always, but know that if you have placed an order, that should be underway, when we have divine timing for such. So I am hoping, but I don't, yeah, no labels, we'll see, and, let's put it in, yeah, so, and that goes for an astrology services and order astrology services still pending as well. So everything has been on hold. We may get a few of those out today. I'm gonna meditate and see. But I've been feeling guided something like with that. And yeah, so you guys try to stay grounded. We have a lot of your we needed to talk about Venus at 29. So you guys, the energy yesterday we were talking about, I was looking at the astrology today and I'm like, wow, this is more or less Venus at 29 of Aquarius, which is very strong Uranus energy. Very controversial it can be because it's a clashing of forces, especially with the nodes coming and Saturn. Okay, I think we have a Saturn square actually coming up. So Venus at 29 Aquarius is a lot of Uranus. Okay, this is the shifting of massive timelines. Things I'm hearing will never be the same. It's almost like, you know, and be it you or others realizing certain things here, and even with yourself in a personal way, like realizing your gifts, and you know, kind of like that moment in time where you say, I saw and I can't go back, when it comes to yourself as well. And when Venus moves into Pisces, is going to be very exciting. Pisces is exalted with Venus, so we'll see, you guys. There'll be a lot of, you know, I'm hearing questions that you ask yourself when it comes to Venus energy, and when it comes to Pisces energy in the coming weeks and months, and hearing that. So, yeah, Venus will be very strong coming up here, you guys, when we do move into Zenith. So, hopefully. I really want to do readings. I even brought all the decks and everything. But if spirit feels inspired. So we'll be following that light code and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for your support, guys. Bye.